Greetings, fellow traders. Baldwin here. It's time for the daily market wrap for Monday, August the 31st, 2020. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's check and see where we left off in the market here today. So SPX. Monthly chart, still super duper bullish, fresh all-time highs. Weekly chart, kind of a little bit of a pausey type candle right there. Range is okay, 21 points so far on the day. A little bit of a red candle today, right? We ended up down 7 points. They ended up doing a little bit of a push down at the end of the day there. Let's take a look at SPY and take a look and see how it behaved today. Again, it's pretty funny here seeing the market just kind of be so choppy when there's some names that are just moving so huge, right? So one of the big ones, of course, is Amazon today. Again, big push down at the end of the day, but then up again, a big bounce here after hours. It held the prior low support right there. But this is a good area too. We pointed this out on the live stream at the close where this looked like a good shorting opportunity once we got to one of our major levels. In fact, let's take a look at the S&P futures and show you what we're looking at. So we use these signal zones, right? They're basically supply and demand zones, right? Rally-based drop right here. So you can see this whole drop area forms a nice zone for us. We gave a good push right here. This is where the bulls like to get in. They're like, oh, this thing's breaking out. It's ready to go. But we look at it and we're like, hold on, this might be a good opportunity for a short, right? And we work our way down here. Now, when we broke out of the signal zone, that was an opportunity for long to get to the next area. And then we reverse off of that. And that gives us a nice move down here. Look what it did. It found support right at our signal zones and some big volume levels that we like to use. Let's take a look at the MES. Okay, and see how that behaved here today. Again, it got really close to the that geometric line that we pointed out earlier today. Couldn't quite get all the way there, right? It was all about basically just kind of holding these areas down here today. So let's see how this what they decided to do with it tonight. It was a big MOC on the sell, right? Like almost $2 billion on the sell side. So let's see how that plays out going into tomorrow. And but again, just keep in mind we are still holding trend. We're still at the ADMA, but like we talked about, we're getting a little bit extended over the ADMA and the upward trend line. So we have that going here. Let's take a look at the Qs again. The Qs, typically have been outperforming, right? So we saw that one V pullback right here. It worked its way back up for a nice move, a crazy spike after hours, right? The IWM, and we'll take a look at some of the names that we like to trade on the Nasdaq. The IWM kind of blah, right? The banks were blah today. The airlines were blah. So the IWM is kind of doing nothing here today. It was just one of those days, right? Eventually it will move, I imagine, but we'll wait and see how it holds. Apple was kind of the one, right? That was pretty interesting here today. We did get a triangle on this one intraday. It gave a little bit of a breakout. We were looking for a little bit more on it. It just couldn't quite get through some major levels that we were looking at up here. I did give some rallies here. We had a 7-8 pullback, which is really like kind of like a 50% pullback of the breakout candle right here. We were able to get another bounce off of that one, right? Then it came back to the triangle range, gave a bounce, right? We talked about that, right? Kind of gave it, and then at the end of the day, it's not much you can do there, right? So, but again, it was down with the market too, so not surprising to see that move there. Now Tesla, pretty wild, right? All the way, amazing. 55 points. It's already back up to 500. It'd be so funny if it's up to 2,000 by the end of the week. And look at Tesla continuing to move here after hours. Gave us a nice move right here, right? Good spike on that one. Again, if you kind of do the Fibonacci's on here, you can see it was a 618 from the breakout move. Right, and these are our favorites, right? These 382 pullbacks are fantastic for continued momentum, right? So we love those on the 382s when things are really moving. Let's take a look at Amazon again. Amazon really, I mean, Tesla is a big part of it now. I mean, a big part of the Nasdaq, but not on the S&P yet. So Amazon's pretty high weighting on that one. It really held the market up pretty well today. And once Amazon finally cracked at the end of the day, that was a good sign, a good signal that the market was going to drop as well. So again, when you see crazy moves like this on a highly weighted stock on the market, and it's like kind of the only one that's up, like Apple is just kind of inching its way up. Yeah, it gapped. I'm talking about intraday moves, right? So Apple's, working its way back up, or it's kind of chopping, right? When you have a big name like this, and then it's pretty much up all day, and then it does this, that gives you a huge confidence for to add if you're playing the S&P, a great one to look at, right? So that was a good one today. AMD was just fun. This is one that we had on radars. We do in our morning report, right? We let everybody know that the semis could be on the radar today. And it was also interesting that they put flow into Amazon as one of the big five that really didn't get a move recently. So AMD was fun for us, right? Nice breakout here in the 15 orb and another breakout here through all-time highs. This pullback here was a fantastic momentum move as well. 382 pullback here for another move up, right? So we really love those and definitely want to keep an eye on. Other than that, a couple to kind of keep on the radar going into tomorrow. We've got Pins, had a pretty decent day today. Right, up 4% today. Strong candle. It's kind of right into some prior geometric levels right here, so I really just want to keep an eye on it to see if we break out of those levels and see where we can go from there. CRWD had a huge day today, right? Big breakout move. It's on an earnings run, right? So it's making a nice move on that one. And finally, Zoom had a great earnings run as well, and they pushed it right in the end of the day. They're up 25 points with that triple pause days. Nasty doji right there, right? Compression expansion, right? Got to move right there, and it just had earnings tonight. Mega earnings, right? So it gave a really good push right there. Again, we suspected that they would probably beat, right? The only thing is that we don't like to trade through earnings unless we've got runners. But today the volatility was so high that just even these ones right here, where we basically broke out, was basically about within the market maker move right here. They're like $6, like 40 points out, right? That's not a lot, all right? That's really, really expensive. So at this point here, we're gonna see what Zoom is up to. Hopefully the vol crush will make this thing tradable again. So good stuff there, guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening. Stay healthy out there. We'll see you guys on the live stream, and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.